Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I'm really glad you're here today. And now I am just taking a stroll through our mountain monastery, and especially into the mountain monastery library, where last episode we built the gloomiest archive to ever gloom. And actually, you know what, this archive, it could gloom for the Olympics. Somebody had given me a great idea that I plan on doing, although not necessarily this episode, but it's going to happen, about getting some cobwebs and dusting them about in here. And yeah, that's definitely going to happen. But anyway, we're taking a look around here because we're not going to be working in here today because, you know, I don't want to just do the mountain monastery because I would get tired of looking at oak, dark oak, and stone bricks in various combinations all the time, forever and ever, for like a million billion years. So I was just actually kind of going through here and really just kind of enjoying the build. I think this looks super great. I think it looks super mega awesome, like mega super awesome business. Seriously. And I enjoyed working on it, but today we're actually going to be working on our skeleton spawner that we built over yonder. That's what that kind of gesture on my screen means. It means yonder. And actually you guys couldn't see it, but I was pointing with my finger too, which is really useful when you're recording a video for the internet. So anyway, we're going to head over that way, and we are going to we're going to build out the room that has our skeleton spawner, so it can look a little more sexy, just a little more cool and a little more appealing and to the visual eye rather than the not visual eye or something. Anyway, stay tuned. This is gonna be awesome. It's pretty obvious what the main design challenge is in this right away. It's this area here. These stairs coming down just gives us no room to work because they plop down right in front of all of the redstone that's in here that has to do with how this operates. So we're going to have to take this stairs and turn it so that it drops down into here. I've got the turn roughly mapped out. We'll go from down there to go down there. Except now I've got to get the walls and the ceilings all sort of squared away. Oh man, I even talked about it at the beginning of this. I seriously underestimated the footprint of this set of stairs, because look where that wall is coming out. It's not pretty at all, is it? Huh. I need to do some thinking, I think. Since this whole project seems to be just fighting me tooth and nail because stuff just isn't working out. I just did not leave enough room between the stairway and the actual mechanical pieces of the spawner, and it's just caused a ton of trouble. So it's not going to look how I want. I'm going to make it look as good as I can, but I just have to admit it's not going to look as cool as I want. So I made the spontaneous executive decision that if I can't get this whole room looking the way I want it, I can at least automate it. So what we're going to do is we're going to install some chests over here, and we're going to put in some item filters. And then whenever somebody kills a skeleton, instead of it just getting dumped to this chest, and then there were other chests here that people would have to manually sort out and put their arrows in one and their bones in another and all that stuff. Instead of all of that, we are just going to have it all run through a line of hoppers into a quick little item elevator, and it's going to just drop into a bunch of chests and get sorted. Like I said, if I can't get it looking the way I want it to look, I'm at least going to automate the darn thing because I want something awesome. And I think the room will end up looking fine, but you know what? Executive decision. Yeah, I want to automate it. Creepers! Oh, I hate creepers. I gotta fill in this whole hole. Huh, hole. I talk English good. And I still hate creepers. I came back over to my base to pick up a few more building supplies as that Skelly Farm build has just gotten bigger and bigger, far beyond what I had imagined. And I didn't have enough supplies over there, so I came back to grab some nether brick. And some quartz blocks. Okay, well, maybe I've got some netherrack. Yeah. And right now, it's pretty late at night when I'm recording this, and I'm a little tired, so I don't want to do a ton of recording. I don't know if I sound tired, but I am. So I think right now would be a good time to go collect some supplies in the nether. Now, right now, the gear I've got on me is kind of my good stuff. You know, well, I don't care about this sword, but, you know, I've got my good tools on me and my best armor. And, you know, one of my rules for exploring the most dangerous places in Minecraft, like mine shafts or the nether, is you never take anything in that you would be upset with losing. So I've actually got a set of nether adventuring gear here that I can take in and not be all that upset with if I happen to fall into lava and die. This is actually the first magma cube I've seen in this game so far. I think we need to get them. We need some magma cream. That's what it's called. Uh-oh. No. Okay, alright, very nice. We are at Gondibar's castle. And man, oh man, am I happy to see the overworld. I made the pigmen angry. Huh. And I just wanted to do a little relaxing resource gathering session because I'm tired. And then I hit a pigman. And then it went bad. So we've got almost 3/4 of a stack of glowstone, 3 stacks of nether quartz ore that'll take a fortune 3 pick to when I get a chance, and then that's about 8, 12, 13.5 stacks of netherrack that will convert into nether brick. Would have been 14 whole stacks, except I had to lay a bunch down in a panic. All right, I'm going to bed. It's time to sort of to pretty up this area. We're gonna gussy it up a bit, make it look pretty. So I've got the ceiling taken out, the floor taken out, and another thing we're gonna need to do is something with these 3 main walls, just to break them up a little bit. We're probably not going to do anything too super crazy in here, because like I said, the way I built the original stairway down, how close I did it to the technical parts of the farm really limits us on space. So we're a little restricted, but I still think we can do something neat. And always, as always, we can use different textures, different colors, differing depths. And I know you guys are completely surprised, especially if you've been watching. Actually, you're not surprised unless you've been watching some of my prior episodes. But I think we're going to use some stairs in the floor to make it look maybe just a little bit cooler. So we're actually, let's just kind of start and we'll take a look at what we're talking about. Oh, we don't want to do that. So we've got like this border of stone in the ceiling and in the floor. And then we're going to do another layer of these, nether brick stairs. Now, actually, I will probably not do stairs here right in front of this stairway, but kind of everywhere else we'll have yet another border of these stairs. And again, because it's at a different level, it's a little more intriguing to the eye. And what's nice is when you walk over it, you don't bob up and down, so it doesn't bug you really. You walk over it like you would flat floor, but it's just a little more visually appealing, I believe. So I'm gonna get that in, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the middle here. I don't know just yet. We'll find out. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Got the ceiling and the floor in, and I want to show you the disappointing part first because it's disappointing and I want to kind of build rather than decline. This area right in here, it's 4 wide, and that's just really, for me, it seems really problematic when you're trying to create some kind of interesting flooring. It's not really wide enough to develop any kind of discernible pattern, and it doesn't have like a central line or a central block that you can build something around. So anything I tried to do in the middle would have to take up 2 of the 4, 2 spaces out of 4 when you're going across, and it just seems like it would be too big. So right now I'm just going to kind of leave the floors and the ceiling as stone brick. I'm not terribly happy with it. What I am kind of happy with is the floor out in the main area, and this I really kind of like. Again, the way the stairs are laid in, it gives us a 3-dimensional effect. It adds some depth, which again is visually engaging, and when you walk across it you don't get any kind of up and down movement. So it works just like regular floor, which is awesome. And I repeated the pattern up top here. Now I don't need glowstone up here. I've got it down here. The light level at the ceiling has nothing to do with whether or not monsters will spawn. But one of the challenges when you're working with nether brick, especially nether brick, is that it is so dark. You have to have it lit up incredibly well, else it just looks almost black, like you can't make out any detail on it. So I like what we've got here, and I think it's pretty cool. And I think next I'm going to put some little embellishments in the wall, and then we can call this little project done, I think. Although, I'll say it again, I am really disappointed with how this turned out. I kind of am, but I'm not sure. I can't think of anything that goes with the theme we're working with. I can't think of anything that goes with that would work in here. So I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to take a crack at sprucing up these walls just maybe a little bit, and I'll check in with you guys in a second. There was this corner right here that was just jutting out, and I'm sick of it. It was making everything even more of a pain to design over here. So I'm taking it out. I moved the redstone to come out of the back of this block rather than the side, and I'm done with it. We're gonna do it better. We're gonna do. I gotta move that torch. We'll put it there. Boom. Done. Lock it in. Just get this here. And now we just got to replace... Oh, I hope there's no redstone on that block. Let's find out. Nope. Nope. I think we're good. Whew! I think we have... Not necessarily a victory, but... it's better. And now I can fix this. Because I'm like, oh, we got this thing that we can put here and a little design with stairs, but then the center part doesn't line up with there. And so when you're walking up to it, it just bugs me. This little area here just it frustrates me. It was poor planning. However, I really think part of Minecraft, especially if you want to do design and kind of like what you're doing, is being okay with a build not being perfect. In a lot of cases, these what I thought would be imperfections when I'm building something turn out to be the quirks that really give the build sort of a personality. I don't think that's going to be the case here. But I think it's still important. I'm done being frustrated with this, with this area. I'm going to make it look as best I can. I'll show it to you guys in a second, and it'll be fine. And it'll look a lot better than it did when we were just down here with bare stone and dirt and dirt. Excuse me. And yeah, so let me get this in. I'll give you the grand final tour, and then we can go ahead and wrap up the episode. Alrighty, Rose sports fans, we are done with the spawner room down here. Someday I gotta make a little bit better of an entrance to this bad boy. I don't think that the oak fence really kind of goes with the grand nether brick staircase. But anyway, one project at a time, as if I don't have like 25 different projects rattling around the back of my head that I want to do in Minecraft, because I love this game. Anyway, okay, let's go down and take a look at this bad boy. Keep just marching. We'll randle on down. If you can tell me what movie that's from, you're awesome. Anyway, so we've got the design, we've worked into the floor and the ceiling, and I like it. It's visually interesting, it's not bland, it uses different colors, different textures, it uses, different dimensionality, if that's a word, and if not, it should be. Okay, anyway, in the walls, we put in nether quartz with nether brick fence in front of it, kind of like we did up here in this stairway. One thing we're not doing, though, is taking it floor to ceiling. I thought about doing that. I wasn't sure it would look any better, and so I just decided to leave it like this because, as you guys will recall from earlier, I about died in the nether. I about died to bring you guys this. And so I thought we'd save on the nether resources. And let's face it, I've got enough stone to make stone brick for years. Anyway, so we go over here, and we kind of cleaned up this area a little bit. We figured out something to do here that didn't just look bland and boring. Maybe something we'll do with this ceiling someday, maybe not, who knows. I had to do a little bit of arranging of redstone. We busted this corner out, which means we had to rearrange some of the redstone dust that was going from this switch. And then I found out that this switch here that opens the gate to let the skeletons in, where it was at before, was basically providing power to, I believe, that hopper there. And so nothing was leaving that hopper, and I didn't know why, and the works were gummed up, and I didn't know what was happening, and I panicked. And so it's just up there now, and maybe one day I'll tear out some walls and try to do some better redstone. But this is definitely good enough for now. We've got some skeletons brewing, so everything's still working good. That's awesome. I like how this turned out. I think it was kind of a neat theme. It's a little different than especially what we've been doing over at a monastery, but it's a little different from all of our other builds. So now, it's that time. I'm sad to say it. It's time for our goodbyes. But I want to thank you guys. I always say that, but it's true. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I've just been having such a blast playing this. I hope you guys are having a blast watching. If you like it, leave a like, leave a subscribe, whatever you want to do. That's great. Share stuff with your friends. Do whatever you want. It's all awesome. It's all good. I'm having a blast. I hope you're having a blast. We almost died today, and that's all right because that's part of the experience. That's cool. It's cool. But anyway, you know what? You guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.